Hello everyone and welcome to another historic video. So today we are going to be looking at humans. So what has changed for humans with Kamigawa? Did they get better? Yes. But did they get better enough to change the metagame? Certainly not. But we're going to be trying it out anyways just to see how it fares. So let's get started. So first of all, let's take a look at the new card that we got in Kamigawa. So this is a land, a secluded courtyard. It might just be a land, but it actually does change the human's deck quite a bit, I want to say. That's because with secluded courtyard, now you can play secluded courtyard, ancient ziggurat, unclaimed territory, and now all of a sudden you have 12 lands that can generate color sources if you are playing only humans in the deck. And in this deck, we can play Ancient Ziggurat compared to the last video that we did on Shamans. Because we are playing Collected Company, we couldn't really play Ancient Ziggurat, but in humans, you can play something like Inquisitor Captain, which is a human, and it acts like a Collected Company, and at the same time, it never misses, so that's another upside that Inquisitor Captain has over Collected Company. Although I would say the potential of hitting two really insane targets with Collected Company is still there, but the fact that Inquisitor Captain never misses is a benefit in itself. So back to Secluded Courtyard. What is going on with Secluded Courtyard? Why are we playing Ancient Ziggurat, Secluded Courtyard, Unclaimed Territory? And that's because we can ditch some of the bad lands in the deck, such as the pathways and the slow lands. And at the same time, you can play any colored cards you want as long as it's a human. The card we're going to be playing that is off color is Meddling Mage. So if you played Modern, you've probably seen Meddling Mage a lot. And along with Kitesail Freebooter, letting you see opponent's hand. And then if you play Meddling Mage on the following turn to choose any of the cards that you really don't want opponents to cast, for example, Wrath of God or Divine Purge, for instance. Or let's say you're playing against an Aura deck. On turn 1, you see a plane, and they have Loris as their companion, then you automatically know that opponent is playing some kind of an Aura deck, and you just call Core Spirit Dancer. Of course, Meddling Mage does require prior knowledge of the meta, so it might be a little bit difficult to pilot if you're new to Historic, but you do have Kitesail Freebooter to kind of circumvent that, so it shouldn't be too bad. And we're also playing 4 copies of Brutal Cathar in the deck without playing any copies of Skyclave Apparition. I would say Skyclave Apparition is a better card than Brutal Cathar in a lot of situations, but we can't actually play Skyclave Apparition because the Secluded Courtyard and Unclaimed Territory has to choose the human type, and Skyclave Apparition is not a human, and at the same time Skyclave Apparition is double white, so you can't actually play Skyclave Apparition anymore in your human deck. So that is another downside to playing those lands in the deck. And then lastly, we are playing 2 copies of Biting Palm Ninja. And you might be asking, why are you playing Ninjutsu card in a human deck? Well, Biting Palm Ninja happens to be human. So along with Kitesail Freebooter and 2 more copies of Biting Palm Ninja, now you have 6 copies of Hand Disruption in your deck. What's funny with this card is you actually don't even need to ninjutsu. You can just play it out for 3 mana, 3 manas. The effect happens when you deal combat damage to a player, and this card always gets that menace counter on it. So you should always be able to get the hand disruption off with this card, especially if you start with like Dahlia into Biting Palm Ninja, so opponent is taxed and they can't play out their board wipe, then you can just attack on the following turn with Biting Palm Ninja and discard their Wrath of God, for instance. But of course, if you don't have Biting Palm Ninja, there's other options out there. So this is another alternative that you could play in this deck instead of Biting Palm Ninja. The way you can do it with this card is you can bounce Dahlia's Lieutenant or even Kitesail Freebooter if you want to change the target of the card that is exiled underneath Kitesail Freebooter. You can also bounce Meddling Mage as well to reassign chosen card you don't want your opponent to cast because now you know their hand better. And you can also bounce a Dauntless Bodyguard as well to give it protection to something else. Lastly, you could also look to play Elite Spellbinder as well instead of Biting Palm Ninja, because this does kind of accomplish the same thing that Biting Palm Ninja is trying to do. I'm trying out Biting Palm Ninja just because it's a new card. And I thought it would be kind of funny to catch people off guard with the ninjutsu card when I'm playing human deck. But before I close it off, I just gotta say, so this is gonna be a little bit of a late video, and there's a reason for that. I don't really upload decks that don't really perform too well in the ladder, and if it doesn't perform well, then I just scrap it off. I've been losing a lot of ranks, but the pace that you lose rank, if I go like 3 and 4, let's say you lose about like 500 ranks, so that's like below 50%. Sure, I lost 500 ranks, but the amount of wins that you have to get to offset that rank loss is just absurd. They really need to fix the ranking system. But yeah, that's a little bit of a rant there. And lastly, on a closing note, the human deck historically hasn't performed too well against a creature deck. Shaman decks, Goblin decks, Elf deck, or even Merfolk deck. Hopefully we don't see too many of them, but let's say if an opponent is playing something like an Aura deck, or like Rakdos Arcanist, or Control decks, or even Phoenix decks, it should do pretty well. So I'm hoping I see a lot of those. But as always, if you like the video so far, leave a like and a comment below. If you haven't subscribed, I really appreciate if you did. And finally, we're gonna be jumping onto some games. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye. Wow. And smoothing, by the way. Oh, we don't have blue source, but I think we still keep it. I mean, hopefully we draw into a blue source. That'd be fun. That'd be good. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, Thalia or Meddling Mage. Okay, so opponent does have a 1 mana deal 2, I think. But they chose not to use it because they want to kill Thalia here. They're gonna kill Thalia here. Actually, I should have attacked first. Yeah, I should have attacked first. Because if I attacked first, I don't think they would have killed it. Oh, that's actually a really good card. That's a lot of Chandras. Skewer. I think we take the Skewer. And next turn we can do Meddling Mage, Thalia's Lieutenant. On their Chandra. Yes, because that's the only card that we see. Yeah, I think they're going to light up the stage here. Although I see Skewer the Critic. I guess we should call Skewer the Critic in case they can use it. In case they can use their Skewer. Unless they're just not gonna play any of these and then play these. Good. Inquisitor Captain or Ranger Captain BOs. I think we go Inquisitor Captain here. game is over. Alright. At least it's the deck is working. Perfect mana base for Splashing Meddling Mage.
Don't think a fancy dress means I didn't come here to fight. Let's bring things up to a simmer.
Wow. Unfortunate for opponent, but good for me. Loris of the Dream Den. Okay, we need to look for... Like, this is a good hand, but if I'm playing against the Aura deck, I really need... Esper Sentinel and Brutal Cathar. So I'm going to mulligan. What in the world? Okay. So I need to call Mihawk Massacre with Meddling Mage, huh? Or Squirrel. I need blue source. Give me a blue source. There you go. Mihawk Massacre's good. Yeah, I think I need to call Mihawk Massacre. Although it's kind of off carve, actually. I think Dahlia might be better. Because now they have to sacrifice their Gilded Goose to Phyrexian Tower, right? If they want to do it. Like, would they do that? Wow, okay. I need to call Loris, right? The thing is, like... I need to call Mihawk Massacre, but I don't know how many copies of Mihawk Massacre they play in the Loris deck. So I think I'm going to take my chances and call Loris. Okay, obviously this was a gamble, but hope it pays off. Maybe we get another Meddling Mage. Hopefully. We attack with these. Sure. Okay, it doesn't seem like they have Mihawk Massacre, because if they did have Mihawk Massacre, they would have saved that card, right? So that they can sacrifice the Phyrexian Tower. Black Cat. Sure. Ooh. Come on, Dahlia's Lieutenant. Dahlia's Lieutenant. That is a good card as well. That is a really good card. So I'm going off the basis of my opponent never drawing Meathook Massacre. Thank you very much. They're gonna eat a food. Deadly Dispute. A little bit late. Kai'Sail Freebooter would have been actually insane last turn instead of General Kudro's. Cat. One, two, three, four, five, six. I mean, this game is just over. Probably. Right? The opponent's at... 7? Yeah, opponent's at 7? Unless they want to this... Actually, opponent's at 9. I think opponent can go to 9. The next turn I can Kai'Sail Freebooter. And I can also Biting Palm Ninja. So I actually have a 2 look at their hand. Which is quite insane. What are they doing? They're gonna tap out now? Ooh. Actually, it makes sense because Esper Sentinel. So I'm gonna Biting Palm Ninja and Kai'Sail Freebooter here. Let's see what they got. Trail of Crumb. Do I care about that? Not really. So, I'm actually doing a sneaky 3 damage. They're gonna block this, they're gonna block... What? Okay, my opponent is speechless. Hey, I mean, Biting Palm Ninja is a human. Snap Keep. And these lands are so good. These lands are so good. Uh-oh. A land would be very nice. There's no way they would block Esper Sentinel. They thought about it though. They thought about it. Oh. Okay, calm down, opponent. Calm down. Select the company? There you go. Yeah, we do have a problem still. We need to get rid of this Allosaurus Shepherd. Because I'm still gonna get hit for a ton of damage. Wow. I'm actually very surprised they didn't just play out their cars there. Maybe they'll do it again. Ooh, that's really bad. Now 3 of them are attacking. How do I win this? I need I needed a land actually. I need a land into Inquisitor Captain. Actually, I'm just dead, right? Yeah, this is the thing. Like this deck is very, very good against any decks that are super like spell heavy, but against like only creature spells, it's really weak. Land away from being good. Ooh, that's tempting. That is tempting. The opponent can't place a Core Spirit Dancer, and if I just get one land, I can Brutal Cathar their other target. Come on. Land. Land into Brutal Cathar. Okay. I mean, Dahlia's still not bad. Come on, land. We're playing a 23 land. It's not even that greedy. It's not even that greedy. Storm Drake. Come on, land. Land. One time. One time. There you go. There you go. I think we got this. Although it did seem like they have a way to protect their minion. Their creature, but because we're taxed, I mean, because opponent is taxed because of Dahlia, I think this is good. Looks like opponent is playing the Jim Davis's aura version. Looking good. I think opponent has a Core Spirit Dancer in their hand. Land? I mean, I guess I'll play another lower meddling mage for Loris. I don't have to worry about their combat tricks because Dahlia is taxing them for one more. Meddling Mage, what a card. What a card. Yep. Okay, as long as we just don't face like Elf deck and Shaman deck, we'll be good. Wow, brave of them to attack. This game's over anyways. Shock. Okay, this game is over. And Brutal Cathar is so good against their deck, I just realized. Look at this perfect mana base. Just colorless lands generating mana for anything that you want. Perfect. Interesting. Could be a token deck. Highly doubt it though. Oh, it's a fellow human deck. I think because we have General Kudros to buff our units, I don't think we should be greedy. Dauntless Bodyguard on Dahlia? That's fine. Esper Sentinel is also fine. I actually don't have a target that I really want to like get rid of with Brutal Cathar. I just want to stop taking damage, so... Actually, I can just do this too. I want to kind of look at their hands. I just want to know what I'm playing against. This also buffs Dahlia's Lieutenant to level +3, so I can block Dahlia's now. Enclave Tribunal. Oh my god, I'm so glad I played that. But yeah, opponent really still doesn't really have a good attack here. They can attack with Dahlia, but with other creatures, I can just block like this. Now I get to eat their Benelish Marshal. Now I can start attacking with Kaisel Freebooter. For 1 damage. They drew another one. That's fine. Buff the whole team. Kinda want to attack with Dahlia, but they have some power, so I think we got this unless they have another copy of Conclave Tribunal in their deck, which is... Hey, this is actually a human too. But this is kind of worse than General Kudro's, huh? For this kind of deck. And it's also a triple white. Which the deck really doesn't really have any trouble playing, being able to cast Benelish Marshal, but still. Okay, that actually makes it a lot easier to actually... If I got an untapped lane, I would have just gone Inquisitor Captain, but... They get to pump it once more. They'll get stopped by Dahlia's Lieutenant because Dahlia's Lieutenant is broken. Inquisitor Captain. Just gonna keep attacking with these. Also, if I just draw another 2-mana spell, this guy flips again, so... That's really nice. Okay, looks like opponent gave up. To block you. Block you. And then we'll block you. Block you. Interesting. Actually, it really doesn't matter how I block, honestly. Really doesn't really matter. So we can attack with that. We'll attack with this to discard something from their hand. Also leave this one as a blocker. So is opponent dying if I attack like this? 6, 9, 13? No. No, no, no. Let's attack like this so that opponent has to block. Actually, if I attack with this, they just need to block the Thali's Lieutenant, which is 12-12. And I'll just block with General Kudros if I have to. They're dead if you block like that. You also don't get a lifelink. Yeah, there you go. Take action. Okay. Whatever that was. Okay. GG's.